Terrence Howard isn't new to controversy, but his recent comments about the emasculation of black men has the internet divided, with some people dragging him for being ignorant and others agreeing with him. According to Terrence Howard, Hollywood is intimidated by masculine black men, and that is why Hollywood elites have been forcing black men to become more feminine.
You can never you can't take the vertebrae out of your back just to fit inside of someone's ceiling. You have to stand up full and proud, stand up erect. You know what I mean?
Now, Terrence Howard has been away from the spotlight for quite a while now. This has a lot to do with his personal life, as well as his own decision to take a step back from the industry because he didn't agree with some of the things he saw in Hollywood. Now, Terrence has had a very problematic past. He has been exposed for being toxic in his relationships and saying some pretty wild stuff about women. His DV history was first publicized in 2001 when he got arrested, y'all, for putting hands on his ex-wife, Lori Kamas. According to court documents, Terrence broke down the front door of Lori's home and punched her twice after the two of them had an explosive fight over the phone. But it wasn't just that. When he remarried in 2010 to Michelle Gent, this marriage was also a hot stinking mess, y'all, and also ended in a messy divorce. After just a year, Michelle accused Terrence of DV and filed a restraining order against him. Terrence denied the claims, even though Michelle literally showed up to court with a nasty black eye. He later addressed the allegations made by Lori and Michelle during a 2015 cover story for the Rolling Stone. When he was asked about Lori, Terrence said, "She was talking real strong and I lost my mind and slapped her in front of the kids." And as for Michelle, he said, "She was trying to mace me and you can't see anything, so all you can do is try to beat somebody away, and I think that something caught her, but I wasn't trying to hit her." However, apart from his messy personal life tarnishing his image, another reason why Terrence took a step back is because he believes the industry is trying to feminize black men and strip them of their masculinity. This isn't the first time someone has talked about Hollywood's agenda to make black men feminine. Dave Chappelle was one of the first ones to talk about it when he appeared on the Oprah Winfrey Show after his highly publicized fallout with Comedy Central. Dave talked about why he walked away from a $50 million deal, y'all, and ran all the way to South Africa to escape the Hollywood elites without even telling his wife and kids.
Got up and you walked out and nobody knew where you were going. Did your family know?
Nah, well, no, I called my brother.
Yeah.
Me and my brother, real cool. I called him up, was like, I'm going to Africa. He was like, cool, man, it's good.
Did your wife and children know where you're going?
No.
No, nobody knew.
No. I bounced.
Now, that sounds a little crazy.
It's not crazy because the situation kind of warranted it.
Dave went on to drop a major bombshell when he talked about how he was forced to wear a dress while shooting a movie with Martin Lawrence.
I mean, I'm a conspiracy theorist to a degree. Like, when I connect dots that maybe shouldn't be connected, I don't know. But certain dots, like when I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them down like, wow, all these brothers gotta wear a dress. This happened to me. I'm doing a movie with Martin.
Yeah.
The movie's going good. So I walk in the trailer. I'm like, man, this must be the wrong trailer because there's a dress in here. They come in. The writer comes in. I think he's the writer. He's like, Dave, listen, we got this hilarious scene where Martin's sneaking out of jail. So he disguises you as a prostitute. And he put this dress on. And, what? A prostitute? Nah, I'm not doing that. I don't feel comfortable with that. That should have been in the discussion. What? You don't feel comfortable with it? I mean, it's a hilarious bit. All the greats have done it. So, well, if all the greats have done it, it's kind of hacky, right? You're right. So why don't we just not do it? Because I don't feel comfortable wearing a dress. Oh, come on, Dave. Listen, we got it all set up. We were supposed to shoot. Every minute you waste costs this much money. You know, the pressure comes in. He said, I'm not wearing no dress, man. I'm funnier than a dress. Just give me something funny to say. I don't even wear no dress to be funny. What am I, Milton Berle? You know, we're going like this. And then finally he's like, and he leaves, and then like the director comes, Dave, it really would be great if you wear the dress.
But no, that wasn't it, y'all. Dave also revealed that the producers had a whole other script written down in case he ended up saying no to wearing the dress.
The minute it was clear, I was adamant, I'm not wearing the dress, I'm not wearing the dress. All right, fine, think of something else. Guy comes back 10 minutes later, the whole new scene. Hot damn, how did you write the scene so fast? You know, it's like, so you gotta take a...
Kevin Hart was later asked about his thoughts on Dave's comments about black men being forced to wear dresses, and this is what he had to say.
Dave Chappelle, another great comedian, said that, you know, in the industry, they tried to make him wear a dress. Have you ever ran into that with scripts, and is that something that, you know, you wouldn't do, you know, for...
I definitely haven't ran into to put on the dress. I mean, you know, you have to have boundaries. You have to have limits that you refuse to cross. You know, for me, I know what they are. They've yet to been challenged, so you know, I don't have to speak on them. I was asked to dribble a basketball on a talk show this morning.
You look good no to
that. Not that was a dress, but I was like, no, I'm gonna look stupid. You know, at the end of the day, you got to know that you're a brand. Yeah. I'm a brand. You need to protect your brand at all times. When things happen that can possibly affect your brand, your brand can be diminished, and you don't want that to happen. So, you know, protecting my brand is definitely a priority.
But just a few months after this interview, Kevin went against his own words when he appeared in an SNL skit wearing a dress with a whole lace front on his head, y'all. Oh my God.
And here come the Cardinals. And from the looks of it, the new pope is not Turkson. The new pope is 9-year-old Oscar nominee, Kavashane Wallace.
Wow. I don't think anyone saw this one coming.
Kevin received a lot of backlash for this, with some people accusing him of selling his soul and others calling him a hypocrite. He ended up addressing the backlash in a lengthy tweet by saying, I wore a dress on SNL because I thought it was funny. I made that decision. Nobody made it for me. I am my own boss. And just a few weeks after Kevin's SNL skit aired, Cat Williams revealed some really disturbing information about how black men have been forced by Hollywood elites for years to act and dress feminine during an interview with Blacktree.
Kevin doesn't have to worry about what people are going to say about him wearing a dress because of the long line of dress-wearing people before him. So now we had Big Mama's house 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. I've never seen Medea in a pantsuit. I think she wears dresses. So now I'm saying, why are we picking on poor little Kevin Hart? Because it was his turn next.
And more recently, Jonathan Mayers and A$AP Rocky also came under fire for selling their souls and promoting the agenda to emasculate black men. A$AP was trolled online for posing as a submissive partner in his joint Vogue cover with Rihanna and Son. In the photo, Rihanna can be seen leading the way while A$AP holds their son and follows Rihanna's lead. Jonathan also sent the internet into a frenzy when he posed in several pink flowers and feminine clothes for his cover shoot for Ebony magazine. People were not here for the cover, y'all, and they dragged him and Ebony magazine for putting him in women's clothes. One person said, y'all gonna be upset with me, but I mean no hate when I say I want men to dress like men. A strong black body with no feminine interruption. My opinion only. Another person also said, he's fine, but why they keep putting masculine men in feminine photo shoots? Not a fan of that, but def fond of his work. And as for Terrence, he still is convinced Hollywood has an agenda to feminize black men by making them wash down their masculinity. During Terrence's interview with Revolt TV to promote his film, The System, he revealed that Hollywood sees black men as threats, and that's why they keep trying to emasculate them. With no new formula, most men are made to be effeminate and not have their power or sense of strength. They allow white men to be strong, but not when it's a black man. He continued, I don't want to remove a few chromosomes to fit in someone's story. So I feel they need to expand their stories to allow men to be men and simultaneously appreciate a woman's beauty. And in another interview, he said, everything is androgynous, you know, the more successful men now are the effeminate. And as you can expect, not everyone was here for Terrence's comments. Some people still despise him for his DV history and feel like he should be canceled. However, a lot of people are agreeing with what he is saying about Hollywood trying to make black men more feminine. And they're praising him for exposing the evils of Hollywood, like this person who said, "Bravo, Terrence Howard, for having the courage to say the truth. Hollywood has been punking black male actors for years. Only a few have stood up and said no to wearing a dress. Bravo to those who decline." And another person also said, "Black men, please stand up. What Terrence is saying is true. As a woman, I can see how our men are not being portrayed strong, masculine, or dominant because that is not the narrative they want us to see or feel. So please don't cave to the demise. That is what they want." And just a month after exposing Hollywood, Terrence announced his retirement during an interview with Entertainment Tonight. This is the end for me. I've gotten to a point where now I've given the very best that I have as an actor. But now I want to know your thoughts. How do you feel about Terrence Howard exposing Hollywood for trying to emasculate black men? And what do you think about Terrence pulling the plug on his acting career after exposing Hollywood? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to click here to watch another messy video.